pick up small little delay. As you know, we run into things from time to time. But we here, man. We here to talk about. Well, we're here for Midnight Mavness, right? This is episode 40. For those that may not know, our 40th installment of this. I do want to say, I appreciate everybody that has been along for the journey of this, weekly podcast that airs either on a Friday or Saturday night. I think we started this back before the playoffs earlier this year, and it's kind of cool to see that. Damn, we've got the 40 episodes. But no, I appreciate everybody being here. Again, this show is ran by y'all, man. So whatever questions y'all got, think outside the box. This is a relaxed format, a relaxed conversation to talk about the Dallas Mavericks. We got some cool topics to talk about today. We'll also have a debut of a new segment that Sticks came up with today. It's gonna be pretty hilarious, so stay tuned for that. We're gonna talk about all the things that happened this week with the Dallas Mavericks, and then again, we'll just have some more conversations, and then open it up for Luka Lounge later on. So yeah, man. Do we have the intro, Sticks? If you're ready, we could hit the little intro thing where the things collide. But if we don't got that, then that's fine. In the meantime,
since my cameras are all messed up, we're going to switch to the one I was able to fix in time. So, hey, could you please lower your camera? Do you like looking at down at the top of your head? I tell you that every time.
no, it's
Every time. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, lower your camera, man. Lower. This man likes to look like he's down here. He's like, let me get low enough. Now I got a cramp in my leg. See what happened? I tried to make fun of him. Now I got a wide view of his wall and I'm cramping in my leg. This is what happens. It's Midnight Mavness. Oh my God. Now he did.
Hold on.
Evidently, he can't just do this and tilt the camera. It had to fall and unplug. This is what we deal with here. This is what I'm working with. Of course, he's working with me not being able to get half my crap working. Freaking, I don't know what it is with this connection I have with OBS, and the software is written to go with Apple, and randomly iTunes, which I need to work with the connection, just deletes files on my computer, and I'm not a computer idiot. It just deletes files and services off my computer randomly, and it doesn't work, and I have to uninstall and reinstall and do a whole bunch of work, and then I get my camera back. Problem is, it looks like it's working until I go to start it, so I'm going to have to start testing an hour in advance and making sure my camera is actually connecting, and the first night I didn't really test it. That's what happens. So
I know. Hold on. You think this thing is easy to maneuver?
So I told you early on. I told you we were in the back room.
Right here? God damn it.
This man has the most janky, I swear to God, phone holder that I've ever seen in my life. There it is.
Good, actually. It's actually pretty good.
It's pretty good. Why can't you just...
There we go. Do that a sound effect again?
I mean, I can just grab mine right here real quick, and you see me do it a bunch.
Well, you have a different set.
See, I can do like this and just slightly kick mine up a little bit. See how that works? See how that works? It's not hard. Yeah.
Did you see the drinking game MVP Luka came up with?
No. Which one? The Modelo one, or is there another one?
Yeah, he said, you didn't see it? All right, I gotta read it to you.
I didn't know.
It is.
I was on a good mood for the show and happy, and everything was going good, and I've been testing things, and then stuff breaks again, and it just frustrates the hell out of me.
Compartmentalize. That's what I'm gonna need from you.
It's not our post game or pre game show, so at least it's not that. It's the one we have fun with. So whatever, this is for everybody to just joke around. Just gives them more stuff to talk crap about us. And it's the first night of trying to start it on a Saturday, so we'll see how this goes.
So check this out. So MVP Luka said, Midnight Mavness drinking game. One drink. Oh, damn, one moment. One drink every time Stick says he's doing this for free.
That's old. He said that months ago, 3 weeks ago. I haven't used that. I literally haven't said that since then. I haven't said that.
Here's the other one. One drink every time Sticks mentions his business.
Haven't mentioned my business tonight or the last two shows.
He said 1 drink every time Sticks goes on a J Kidd rant.
Well, that'll happen.
That'll happen. And then 1 drink every time TGK mentions the national media.
I think what I'm learning right here is that MVP Luka just wants to figure out a way to get drunk every night. That's what I'm realizing. Like hey, MVP Luka, just take shots. Like, just stop needing games to justify it. Just do it. Like, you don't need you don't need to figure out how many times I say something or he says something to get drunk.
Yeah,
just say it.
Just indulge. Just indulge, buddy. You know?
Yeah.
Hey, you see Jared? Can we highlight a comment about you?
What, that
Jared?
Sticks in a good mood?
His people are completely literal. Metaphors are gonna go over his head.
Nothing goes over my head. My reflexes are too fast.
I don't even know if like Marvel could, ding us for that, but yeah, that's Jared right there. That's Jared's sound effect. By the way, if you want a sound effect whenever you comment, your first comment of the show, we'll play a sound effect with it. That is under the Elite TGK level for memberships. So if you want a sound effect, check out the Elite membership, and I'll hook you up with a sound effect there. Also, there's the TGK support level, which will get me closer to Starlink. So if you want to do that, that's also another way to support the show.
Starlink, exactly.
I just need to rename it to the Starlink, level, but we're ways away from that. But we'll get there. We're gonna get there. The Starlink level is, that's funny. Is Sticks in a good mood? Are you in a good mood, Sticks?
I was in a good mood. Messing with my camera, making fun of you, and now mine's off to the side, and I gotta fix mine now. See, look at this. There you go. I'm in the middle now. So, I don't appreciate the attitude, Jared. I don't appreciate it very much at all. I'm just kidding. I don't care. So,
Ray says Josh Giddey thriving with the Bulls. Hey, you know who's not thriving?
Who's that?
The guy on OKC that they traded him for. I don't forgot his name.
Because they're winning so good, everybody's like, "Oh, it doesn't really matter." And like, it kind of does, but okay.
They're 5-0. The Thunder are 5-0. Look at that.
Yeah, for now.
Must be nice.
Okay.
Must be nice when you're.
It must be nice. It must be nice.
Takes games serious.
Yeah, whatever.
Why can't I forget his name? Remember his name?
Alex Caruso. You can't remember Alex Caruso's name?
Alex Caruso. Yes, there we go. He's only averaging 2 points a game. 2 points a game.
Yeah,
3 rebounds,
he's hardly been
2
scoring.
assists.
Jared said his daughter's team won their final game of the season. They went 6-1 for the season. That's a failure. They weren't 7-0, Jared.
Whoa, no.
Hey, he started the talk. He started the crap with Sticks in a good mood, question mark. So this is fair. Because I'm not talking crap to his kid. I'm talking crap to him. So it's fair. It's fair.
My audio low? Hold on.
Yeah, your audio low. Hold. Yeah, boost yourself back up.
What? It's always something, right? It's always something.
This is what happens when you use audio software to do everything. There's too many things in computers that want to take over things. When you have these guys with full productions, they have a full audio board that's taking it in, and hardware and software on that board are doing it. You're not dependent on Windows to like jack your crap up. So it's kind of the difference in why we have some issues with things. So.
Hey, yo!
I don't know what that was an AO about.
I'm just saying. That was kind of okay, there we go. This mic sound. Oh, let me know.
I know you have voice meter. You should be better. You should be peaking pretty high. Like if you're not getting multiple green bars almost up to yellow, then you're too low.
Mic check. Mic check.
There you go.
Mic check.
Little loud.
Ooh,
little loud.
I peaked.
Bring that down.
Yeah, let me go.
Yeah. There we go.
Mic
So
check.
what we're gonna talk about? What do you want to start with? Where we going?
Where are we going? Great question, Sticks. How about we start? Hold on, I left A1 on. I'm over here hearing myself talking. I'm just like trying to talk over myself, and I'm like, who the hell's talking? God, that throws me off. Let's start with the question in the poll. Okay, one thing the Mavericks need to improve on. I put less fouling, Luka's efficiency, Jason Kidd's offense, or first quarter effort. Right now, Sticks, first quarter effort is leading with 43%. Luka's efficiency is
rightfully so.
second with with 36%. Jason Kidd's offense is 13%, and less fouling is 7%. I'm actually shocked by these results. What you think?
I'm not.
Let's talk about that.
I'm not shocked.
Why not?
I'm not shocked.
Why are you not shocked?
Well, why should we be shocked?
That the first quarter effort being the thing that people want the Mavs to improve on?
Well, yeah. Why would we be shocked about that? That's factual. They've been terrible. They're coming out flat. Nobody can shoot. Nobody's like putting in any effort outside of game one. There's really been no effort. Even then, it's not been great. I mean, less fouling. Who's picking? Who's the 7% that picked less fouling? You about to see my section in a little bit. Less fouling? Less fouling? Did y'all see my stats this last week in the pregame about how bad these fouls are? I mean, it's not. I'm not going with less fouling. Luka's efficiency. Look, I'm not mad at Luka's efficiency. Luka
Leaser fouling
took a ton of time off that he never takes. He had to recover with his knees and his legs and everything else. It's going to take him a little bit of time to get going. That's why I'm hoping the end of that game when he kind of got pissed off and they were getting their butts whooped and he didn't want to get embarrassed and thought you see him finally start making shots. Maybe that was what he needed. Maybe that got him in there where he needed to be, right? And Jason Kidd's offense, bro, who knows what Jason Kidd's going to do? You don't know. That's what did I say at the beginning? What did I say last year in the offseason about last year and going into this year? Only thing Jason Kidd can do with this lineup is get in the way. And right now he's getting in the way, quite frankly. He's hoping Luka can get his crap together. He cannot coach if everything is not running perfectly smooth. He can't. He can't adapt in a game properly.
And that is you know the Warriors were up by almost 30 points against the Rockets, and now it's a 2-point game with 3 minutes to go.
Oh, where's Johnny B? Where's Johnny B?
Where's Johnny B at? Where is he at? Houston made a whole comeback. They're down by 4 now with 2 minutes to go roughly. But yeah, that's insane. That is insane. Insane night. But yeah. All right. Well, it looks like you agree with the first quarter effort. I guess
there you go. See what Frank said? Wouldn't first quarter issues play into Kidd coaching? Yes. Oh. Yes, indeed they would. Did you see who's in the channel? Did you?
Yeah, I do.
Did you see who's in the channel right now?
Damn,
Get this Packers fan out of this channel. Wrong discussion, Matt.
Go Pack, go! Hey man,
Get out of here
salute to the other Nancy, not the original Nancy, but so salute to that Nancy. Inside joke, Nancy, for the real Nancy. That's an inside joke to this other Nancy over here.
You probably shouldn't have brought that one into this conversation. That is real life inside joke that did not need to be brought up. Now you're all like trying to yeah, it's not happening. Yeah.
All right. So I guess that's the one thing you want to improve is what is one thing you want to improve besides first quarter effort? Anything else that comes to mind? 'Cause I'm about to share mine. What I want them to improve.
No, I'm good. I mean, I'm not panicking for any reason. So go ahead. You give yours.
It's simple. It is simple. Luka Doncic efficiency. Luka Doncic takes the most shots in any first quarter. He's always been a first quarter demon. He's almost averaging 12 to 15 points, 20 points in the first quarter, and he hasn't been doing it. He's been hella inefficient. And when you see, and I'm just giving y'all like the mentality, right, of hoopers, right? When you're playing on a team and there's just one guy taking all the shots, your effort on defense, could be hampered because you're like, damn, I'm just playing my ass off defensively and someone's just taking all these shots and he ain't even making them, It's the nature of a player's mindset, right? Maybe Kyrie doesn't think that way, but pretty sure, it creeps in people's mind and they'll still support their guy. But Luka being inefficient is not helping the team, especially even though we're 3-2. it's been rough. And of course, we're giving him a pass because he is Luka Doncic. But how long of a pass are we willing to give him, Sticks? Are we talking about 5 games and that's it? 10 games, 15 games, 20 games? How much longer can he be inefficient for before we really have to like be unbiased and start actually criticizing? Because we're not criticizing, we're being really nice about it, right? Like if it was anybody else, we'd be tearing them apart. If it was Tim Hardaway Jr., we're ripping him apart for being as inefficient as he is and taking as many shots as he has. And we know Luka Doncic is the system. He is all that. But his inefficiency early on in the game is hurting us a bit. How many more games? How many more games are we going to give him a pass?
Well, we got to, evidently, as long as you get to the finals, even though the GM did all the work to get you there and got you the players you needed, and then you got slaughtered in the finals, he's evidently got a 2 to 3 year pass according to the people on Twitter. I don't know. I'm just saying, like, the man can't seem to be able to coach anything unless he's got a perfect offense running and Luka's doing everything and everybody's shooting right and everybody's perfect. I mean, the Golden State Warriors are coming. We're beating the Rockets by 30, you just said, without Steph Curry. What's the score if Luka Doncic is not in the game at all for the Mavericks? Well, first off, Jason Kidd will run some of the dumbest lineups you've ever seen in your life. And we're going to get blown out like we did last year. That's the problem.
You want to?
So I'm not supposed to say anything though, because he got us to the finals. And Jason Kidd, well, everybody likes Jason Kidd. Everybody, all the people, that's what I got told on Twitter. All the people have ever played for him say he's great. Has anybody ever worked for a boss that every time that you loved working for? If you're a hardworking employee, if you care about your business, like your job, and you got that boss that everybody loves, you probably don't like that boss because that means that boss doesn't make anybody held accountable. That's why everybody loves him, because he doesn't do what he needs to do. And so the people that do work hard get frustrated that it doesn't change, right? But the guys that work hard just go do something else. They don't whine like little babies all the time. It's the difference between it. So I get tired of hearing everybody loves Jason Kidd. He's so great. Everybody loves Mike McCarthy, too. How the Cowboys doing? They suck.
So check this out. So again, before people clip this and be like, oh, TGK is a Luka hater. I am not. If anybody's
Luka hater,
a Luka hater, it is not me. I'll actually meet you in person and punch you. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, damn. Oh, damn.
That's how serious I am about my Luka Doncic, okay? But because I don't just say things and come up with stuff and throw narratives out there just to, shit on my player. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to give you facts. Right now, Luka Doncic in 5 games, his offensive rating when he is out there, it's 109.8. That means in 100 possessions, him being out there is only going to get you 110 points, which is good in like 2012. 110 is not that good in 2024. Defensive rating of 110. Right now he's a minus 0.3 net rating on the basketball court. He's averaging an assist to turnover ratio of 2.5. So for every 2.5 assists, he's getting a turnover. So that's not bad, actually. It's not a bad as far as that, but he's not getting that many assists lately. He had 2 against the Rockets. Like, that was pretty bad. But it's because, I don't know, who said it, Sticks, that they were going to force him to take longer middies and to not give up, wide open shots and to not have the pain and not take threes. I don't know. Maybe TGK knows something, right? So what would be TGK's, solution to fix this? Well, what would it be? What would it be, Sticks? When I've been saying this over and over and over again. We're talking about this whole triangle offense, right? Which makes sense because I've been asking to create something for Luka in a Kobe-esque way. Post Luka up. Why do we continuously make it easy for the defense to be able to see him? If you can't force the defense to have to look around for Luka Doncic, it's easy defense. You just got to force him to take long middies. Right now he's inefficient. We'll live with that. But it just blows my mind that we can't make these small adjustments. And I've been saying this over and over and over again. And, when the time comes, people will be like, oh, TGK, you don't know what you're talking about. I don't know, buddy. When you post them up, that'll force the issue. That'll force a double. And then you get better looks. Especially when you're inefficient. Posting up is a great solution. And we don't effing do it. Not even at all. I saw it once and that was it. So we just need to do some stuff like that. But anyway, I just wanted to throw out his advanced stats right now. They're not that great.
Is this a good time to go to the coaching with kid section?
You want?
Should
right
we
now?
Should we go to coaching kid? Yeah, why not? You want to go to coach kid?
Why not?
We might be renaming this section for the night to coaching with sticks. Let's let y'all find out. Y'all ready for this? We got a little.
Here we go.
We got a little surprise for you.
Little something
Here we
special
go.
for y'all.
Yeah, I'm not the savior here. I'm not playing.
Trying to get you in
I'm
trouble,
watching,
but
just like you
the game
guys.
being
That's just the
officiated
season.
early on. Kind of how did
No
that
one's
affect
dying.
the rhythm
So write some positive.
I thought the referees did a good job.
I just asked you a
They
question.
definitely called a
And I'm
tighter
giving
game for
you
the
a
majority of the night.
answer.
So I have to do a better job of making sure the players are prepared for these kinds of situations. It's early in the
You mentioned a foul, and I'm not trying to get you.
Oh, hold on. I did everything but put this in. Hold on. Hold on. I didn't make it play the audio for it. I did everything else but make it play audio.
By the way,
here it comes. Coaching with sticks. Y'all ready?
Coaching
So
with
I was told, hold on. I was told that his answer was acceptable to throw people under the bus. Let me give you coaching with sticks, kid. Y'all ready?
You mentioned a foul, and I'm not trying to get you in trouble, but how did you see the game being officiated early on? Kind of how did that affect the rhythm of the game?
I thought the referees did a good job. They definitely called a tighter game for majority of the night. So I have to do a better job of making sure the players are prepared for these kinds of situations. It's early in the season, though. We've got a bunch of new pieces. But myself and the rest of our coaching staff have to do our job of preparing these guys not only physically, but also mentally to stay in tough games like tonight. Obviously, we made mistakes in the game, so we will go back, watch film, and do a better job next game. We got a long season ahead of us, so I'm not going to sit here and blame the refs for not having the guys prepared. And that's really all there is to it.
y'all give it up, man. Y'all give it up. This is a new
Y'all weren't
time,
ready
a
for
new
that.
moment.
Y'all were.
A new moment.
There you go, Mavalier. I told Mavalier, I said I had something coming for him. Watch the show. There you go, Mavalier. Like,
Oh, man,
I'm sorry, but here, Luka, take a shot. I do run a business. I do manage people for the last 20 years. And you do not take a question about the refs. You don't take a question about the refs and turn it onto your people. If you think that's good leadership, by all means, none of you actually have ever qualified leaders. You've never actually got a team to run effectively. Not anything of decent size. Because the question was, do you feel like the refs are being fair? Do you think they were being ridiculous? And he took it from, no, I don't want to get a fine, so the refs were fine. We all know that's bullshit. We know he's lying because he doesn't want to get fined. But then he says, we have to stop hacking people. What do you mean we? You ain't on the court. You're throwing your players under the bus. And if I'm sitting in the back and my coach doesn't take responsibility, he said it in his own interview. You know what he said? He said, we have to stop hacking people. He said, it's a coachable thing. We just have to get them, we just have to coach them. If it's a coachable thing, then why wasn't it already done, Jason Kidd? You threw your players under the bus for something you should have already coached them on. And when they were struggling, you should have made changes early, and you should have pulled them over, and you should have had strong enough mentally ability. I thought we had Keith Morris. I thought we had Klay Thompson. I thought we had all these pros. But we couldn't get our guys' heads straight to stop fouling when it was clear that they were going to call everything since Nurkic game and the freaking Houston game? Hey, guys, we're going to shift the defense and the offense. We're going to put guys in better positions. We're going to pull Lively away a little bit. We're not going to keep doing the same thing. Let's do something. And, guys, just tough it out. It'll be okay. If you can't get your guys' head straight on Game 5, where are we going to be come playoff time? Right now, they have all their energy. They've had a break. Imagine after 80 games of this crap. I'm sick of the excuses for Jason Kidd's inability. I don't care what the players say. Players' coaches are not the coaches that hold people accountable. So that is the proper responses of a real leader. He should have taken responsibility. He should have owned up to his own coaching failures. He should have taken the blame. Not answer the next question with, yeah, it's great that Luka takes blame for it. He's a good leader. What are you doing? Blaming your players? Pathetic coaching.
Shots fired, man. Woo!
And yeah, again,
Man.
Luka, you can take another drink because unlike most of these people, because I have 300 followers on Twitter, people don't think I have any ability. Played sports my whole life. I run a multi-million-dollar business. I have many employees. I've been managing since I was 24 and very successfully. I know what it's like to be in charge of people. I don't have to be a coach to know how to motivate people to do their jobs.
Man, that is
Damn, son, where'd you find
That's to
me?
make sure I take it to church on time tomorrow.
Oh man, that was hilarious.
Luke, MVP Luke's already at 3 shots. I made sure to get him 3 of them.
Yeah, 3. When Luka Lounge opens up, he better be tipsy when he.
See,
hops on and
he goes 60 some
chatting.
holy water. And then Totes won. We just went to the final 6. I'm not mad. Like, that's the thing. Yeah, I'm not mad right now. I'm tired of the excuses for lousy coaching. That's what I'm tired of. It's a detriment to the effort that Luka, Kyrie, Clay, and these guys are putting in to get better when the coach doesn't take accountability for his actions. Do you think I care that we lost Game 5 of the year with all these new pieces? No, I don't. We're going to get into it with the Rev conversation, which is why the graphic is what it was today. By the way, how'd y'all like the new graphic? But I'm not angry. I'm just a very passionate person, and when I get going, I get going. And the thing about that is that when you always make an excuse for somebody because it's Game 5 or well, at least we got to the finals, then it gives them a reason to not change. If you have a solid friend or you have a quality boss, you should be able to say honestly, this is the issue, and him look at you or her look at you and say, you know what, you're right, I need to work on that. And because you like it, if Nico Harrison had not made the trades he's made over the last year, we wouldn't be in the playoffs even. Stop giving credit to Jason Kidd for what Nico was able to do and the front office was able to do. We didn't make the playoffs 2 years ago. You're going to kiss his ass now? This is how people become complacent and lose all the time. Because, well, he got us there once. At what point am I allowed to discuss him? If we don't make it this year? Or do I have to wait till next year? When? I'm just supposed to ignore the obvious 3-year pattern of Jason Kidd's coaching problems? No, I don't ignore it just because we have unbelievably good players on this team and one of them named Luka Doncic that can carry you through almost anything. That's not fair to the rest of the team and to the fans to just ignore the problems. That's it.
Yep. And if I could drive this point home for Sticks, what we're trying to say is that we want Jason Kidd to be successful. But if we just shut up and not point out things that he could work on and get better at, we're not saying we're better than Kidd in the whole idea of being a coach. But we're pointing out things that, hey, you could be better at this. Like you should. Like, as someone that wants to be better, that wants to improve like he has, he went to go see Phil Jackson. He went to go see the Steelers head coach. He's done all these things. but there's still some patterns that we as fans identify to still be issues. You could go to We Talk Mavs, you could talk to Mavericks Digest, you could talk to any other content creator, and they'll point out things that Jason Kidd needs to work on. And, you know, we all have different perspectives, but one of those perspectives with Jason Kidd is how he's always tries to be like this psycho, like not the psycho, but like this cerebral thought processor, post game answer giver. Like, bro, just give a straight answer, dogs. That's all we're asking for, and coach better. Like, we need a better coach. That's all we're saying.
Does anyone think he coached good in the Rockets game? Does anyone think that coaching experience was good?
I felt like he started coaching towards like the end of the third quarter.
The fourth?
He started taking timeouts. Yeah, in the fourth he was great. Like against the Minnesota Timberwolves, hey, did we not give him credit? We said, hey, well, I know I did. The after timeout possessions, the ATOs, right? I thought his play calling after those timeouts was elite. I thought those were amazing. And I give him credit for that. Him having those plays helped us win that game. But there was not one moment where he could have called a challenge. He could have done something against the Rockets to give us some momentum. There was not one time where I was like, oh, Kid helped us. Not one time. You put in the def lineup, I'll give him that. The def lineup was good. Because I've been asking for that def lineup before the season even started. It's great. You did that. What other thing can y'all point out that Sticks Kid. Now I'm correlating Sticks and Jason
See,
Kidd
here's the thing.
together.
Like, I don't know. Like Edison, 2 Western Conference Finals, 3 years. That's because Luka Doncic is unreal. If you guys don't realize that Jason Kidd is getting the benefit of what Luka's able to do, he literally plays Luka ball. It's literally the biggest slander on the team is Luka ball across media and across the sports, because Luka does things that nobody ever has done. And Luka is able to make these guys perform. Look at Lively and Gaffer when Luka doesn't play. They're not as good. They don't score as much. But do we give Jason Kidd that credit? No, that's Luka. What does Jason Kidd do when everybody else can't make a shot? We went right back in game 2 to Luka ball. 40 points. Was that game 1? Was that Spurs game? I give
No, Spurs in it was the second game.
Yeah, second game. Yeah. So I mean, we just go back to Luka ball, and then y'all get mad when Luka's jacking up 26 shots and shooting right now 30%. Like, what do you want? That's the offense, Luka ball. That's why I said fourth quarter was the first time I've seen Jason Kidd do something different. It's like he just got desperate because of the foul trouble, and without Maxey there, he threw in Najee and all those guys, and it worked.
Mm-hmm. Also,
real quick before you go into that, by the way, if I go get a blood pressure monitor right now, I'll monitor it for you guys. Everybody always thinks I'm angry when I do this stuff, and I'm really not. I literally run like low blood pressure. It's just the way I do things. I have zero. Like, my heart rate's all like, oh! I just want y'all to know that, okay? Like, I'm okay. I know it's weird. People aren't used to my style of what I can do, but it's normal. It's okay. Don't worry.
Yeah, I've come to know that this is normal for him. Like, yeah, it's Sticks is at 100 miles an hour at all times, literally and figuratively. Matt Bunch might get that joke. All right.
Yeah, Matt definitely get that joke if he's still in here.
Yeah. But no, like, so I think y'all gotta understand. Like, I'm pretty sure you want Jason Kidd to be successful. Sticks, I do. I've talked about
yes.
that. Yes,
I don't like bitching about a coach.
I don't either, right? But I just think there's certain times when if your player like Luka is struggling, give him a different look. Quit giving him pick and rolls. It's not working. They're forcing them to take long middies, man. Like, post them up. Do something different, right? That's all I'm asking. Have them go off ball. Have them run around screens like Steph Curry. I don't know. Try something. Didn't
we see Luka working on an off-ball three-pointer at the end of last year and into the offseason?
We haven't.
Wasn't that the point of it?
Have y'all seen it? I haven't seen it. But yeah, so I don't want to harp on this point too much, but we
need to harp on the other one, right?
Yeah, I just want you to think outside the box, man. Yeah. But I did ask for a lot of feedback going into tonight's show, so for future reference, everybody that's watching this, On Friday or Saturday, whenever we announce the show, I'm gonna be asking for comments, questions, or topics y'all want us to talk about the show. I got a couple. There was 2 I was able to write down. One of them is from TMP, the Mavs Pod, aka also Mavs Highlights on Twitter. He sent us a question, Sticks. He said, starting lineup, if the starting lineup needs more time, or should we try something else? And I think that kind of goes back to the whole Derek Lively, Daniel Gafford question, maybe, or if there's someone else.
Was he talking about for this one, or was he talking about like when we do the pregame, giving it more time talking about it, because we really haven't been discussing it? I don't know why we'd be talking about starting lineup right now, would we?
No,
or did he mean about talking about Lively and Gafford?
Yeah, that's basically just
like I don't really like see that doesn't. I don't care about that. Like I don't care if Lively or Gafford are starting. It doesn't affect the game. It doesn't. Yeah. That's the thing is I'm picking on Jason Kidd. You guys are throwing a fit over to Lively not starting. Lively's getting more minutes. He's a second-year rookie that's only, 20? Is he 20 now?
Yep.
He's 20. No 20-year-old is typically starting. It's just not that big a deal. I'm not worried about that. Like, that's just not. We're not taking out PJ. We're not putting in Najee for Clay. It's not happening. So what's there, like, really, what is the discussion? You really want to change Lively out for Gafford? You think that's going to, woo! Game's going to change now.
I think the question was just more so like if there was anything you wanted to change.
Yeah, no, I know, but that's been like people have been heated over that all over Twitter. But but that's a pointless conversation as far as the way the Mavs are playing right now. It's not affecting it.
Yeah, and in that video that I dropped talking about who should be starting, the video I dropped earlier this week, it's really no difference. The only difference is that Gafford plays better with our starting 5 than Lively does. The numbers show it. And so it makes sense for Gafford to start with that starting 5 and then Lively come in and play with all the other lineups because he does well with any lineup. But he doesn't do great with our starting lineup. That's the funny part about it. But yeah. The other question I have is from Dragon Fist 11. Dragon Fist 11, he says, are the Mavs playing with their food? Sticks, do you think we're playing with our food when we have losses to the Rockets and the Phoenix Suns?
No, I think this is the next conversation we got to have about the fouls and the referees right now. And that's not even directed at the Mavs only. I mean, you've got some stats to go over with everybody, but I mean, how many of y'all actually thought the Mavericks were going to go like with the start of the game, with Clay starting, new Najee, did y'all really expect the Mavericks to go better than 7-3 for the first 10? Because right now we've only lost 2. We get on a couple. We just win the next few, and we lose one more. We're 7-3 for the first 10. That's over 50 wins. I mean, that's as good as we played last year, and we're getting used to things. I mean, I don't know what everybody expects. Like, did y'all think? You know how many times I got told 60 wins seemed crazy? If 60 wins seems crazy, then this is normal losses. At least we're losing to better teams. Rockets have been playing good, and the Suns are good. So
can't be mad at it. Like I said, I thought
I'm not mad.
The Suns are going to be legit, and they got the bad end of some horrible officiating in both of those games. So yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So let me delete these 2 things, and now we're down to 2 more topics to talk about.
2 more topics.
Well, 1 more topic, and then Luka.
I do appreciate tonight. We're actually getting a little better on Twitter tonight than normal. So we've been getting lately. So we got 261 views on Twitter. Appreciate you guys. Hey, if anybody over there on X has got questions, feel free to hit in the chat. It does bring in just like the YouTube chat. We can still put your comments up on the screen. This is the night where we really interact with everybody more. We don't just. It's not just running down an actual script like our pregame or postgame stuff. So feel free to give us some feedback, any comments. If you don't like my rants, tell me. It won't hurt my feelings like everybody gets Jason Kidd's feelings hurt. So
you can say what you want about both of us. We will not take it personal. Like, trust us. Like, we know. I've been one of those commenters before, like, yo, this dude is so trash or stupid. I hate his streams. I hate his lives. I hate his voice. I hate his nose.
Should we replay my video?
Yeah. Y'all want to see Sticks Kid one more time?
Y'all want to see it again now? Y'all want to be tortured by this one more time?
Yeah. Well, one more time before we move on.
Let me bring that in. We'll bring it in one more time in case anybody missed the Sticks Kid. Get y'all one more round of this.
This is how you should respond to a question instead of the way Jason Kidd responded to a question.
Yes, this is how you don't throw your team under the bus.
You mentioned a fouling, and I'm not trying to get you in trouble, but how did you see the game being officiated early on? Kind of how did that affect the rhythm of the game?
I thought the referees did a good job. They definitely called a tighter game for majority of the night, so I have to do a better job of making sure the players are prepared for these kinds of situations. It's early in the season, though. We've got a bunch of new pieces. But myself and the rest of our coaching staff have to do our job of preparing these guys not only physically, but also mentally to stay in tough games like tonight. Obviously, we made mistakes in the game, so we will go back, watch film, and do a better job next game. We got a long season ahead of us, so I'm not going to sit here and blame the refs for not having the guys prepared. And that's really all there is to it. Did you mute yourself? You're muted.
My fault. I need to start doing those as well now. Oh, that was hilarious. God.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to send you my stuff so you could figure that out. But that is hilarious. We're gonna clip that and put that on Twitter as well. It's got to get clipped.
It's so scary.
AI is so different these days, man. It's insane.
When I showed my wife, my kid, they were like, "Oh, what? No."
When you were sending me the shots of it, I was like, bruh, like, it looks like you're actually the coach of the Dallas Mavericks.
It's so crazy. Yikes.
Oh, man.
Oh, God.
Frank says, you know, they look like Bobby Marks. Oh, man.
Oh, dear God. Anyway, all right, where are we going? We on to the refs now? Yeah, and evidently it looks like, by the way, breaking news is that Embiid shoved a columnist that was confronting him. Did not punch him.
No way.
But he shoved a columnist, and they got an altercation after the game tonight.
Wow.
Embiid took issue with a recent column that referenced his late brother and son, and Embiid shoved the columnist.
Yeah, he sounded so entitled with what he was saying.
Philadelphia reporters being not great people in the world. Shocker. It's Philadelphia.
Well, you know what JP says. TGK, hey guys, the NBA needs to reduce the games in the season to 50 to 62 games and no back-to-back games. I want the best players healthy and more available. It would also make the games more meaningful. Here, I agree. Like, I would love for the star players to play all 62 games or all 50 games, but you know they're not. But then also, like, historically, you would never see records ever broken again. You wouldn't see LeBron James' record potentially broken. You wouldn't see Steph Curry's record ever broken.
That's
you
why
wouldn't
they'll never
see
change
none
it.
of
Same
these
with baseball.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, you just can't change. It's a historic thing. You can't change. Just can't do it, man. It'll just change basketball and, you know, the legacy of it all. So we just have to. The NBA has to do better in scheduling. Like, I get back-to-backs is one thing. Like, today I played basketball. I played basketball yesterday. I'm not an NBA player, but I felt way worse today. But I still shot pretty good because I'm a good shooter. So imagine how the players feel when they got to play 48 minutes and run up and down the court. It's a whole different thing, man.
I mean, they just need to change up how they're doing scheduling. Hey, if we get, why not just run the season a couple weeks longer?
Yeah.
Why not add a couple extra weeks to the season? Is it really that hard?
Yeah. I think they try to fit everything in for the Olympics, like if there's Olympic year or
and that's my problem. Like, screw everything else. Like, NFL, yeah, but JP, NFL went longer. They didn't go shorter. You're asking them to go shorter. Nobody reduces. They're not going to give up the income. That's the thing. Yeah. So if anything,
NFL added a game.
Yeah, NFL added. If anything,
they
just
added a game. They added a
weeks.
playoff game. They added an additional bye week for a team. Like, they added. Baseball, they added another playoff series. Like these leagues will add. Like the NBA eventually has to expand. There's too many players that are unemployed right now that are NBA caliber players right now.
Yeah.
So the NBA needs to expand eventually too as well.
Yeah. Well,
All right, man,
and you
cool.
know what? That's and it goes back to where are we going? You want to go to where are we at on your agenda now?
Oh, I'm down to my last topic. It's the
Is that so? We down to the refs? Yeah, the foul calls. So, which works with MVP. Luka MVP did a great job last year of not calling so many fouls, but now they've reverted back to blowing the whistle too much. No, they didn't. We just got near the end of the year and we forgot how bad it was. That's the difference. And this year,
after the All-Star break, they changed it up. Yeah.
After the All-Star break, they changed it, and the problem is they're running the game of basketball right now. It's I don't know if y'all saw this, but the Lakers had 41 free throws to the Raptors 13. 41 to 13, and they barely won. We had a game of 55 free throws. Here's the thing about the last game, and this is what I'm trying to get everybody to understand. Like, I'm not mad because it's hurting us. I mean, it sucks as a Mavs fan, but I'm not upset about it. But as a viewing basketball experience, they ate the whistle at the end of the game for the Mavs against the Rockets. The last 4 minutes, there were very few fouls called. It was maybe 2 max, and I think one of those was like they had a foul to give. Up to that point, there were 45 fouls with 4 minutes to go, which means in 44 minutes, there were 45 fouls. I don't forget how many free throws there were, but there were a ton of free throws again. Same thing with the Phoenix game, where there was a foul every 1.06 minutes, and there was a free throw. There was someone at the free throw line on average of every minute and 39 seconds. Now, between the amount of commercials and the cost to watch these games, or even if you can even find the games for a lot of fans, League Pass is expensive. The Mavs TV is expensive. That's had its own issues. They seem to have got most of that worked out. But when I got to pay these kinds of prices to watch my team, I can't watch them like the NFL on ABC, NBC, CBS, every Saturday, Sunday for free. Like, I can't view my teams. That's why everybody's using StreamEast and Meth streams?
Meth Labs. Or
Meth
Streams.
not Meth
I'm thinking of
Labs.
GTA.
Meth streams, including Adam Schefter, by the way, who got caught using Meth streams on one of his videos he clipped to talk about something.
Something.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't speak.
We're going through it tonight.
The thing is if that's what you enjoy, is 10 to 15% of your game in free throw line, 10% of your every minute there's a foul call or more. In the game the other night, it was more than a foul a minute. And then commercials, and there's a ton of them. It's not like hockey where they pretty much go majority of the 20-minute break and they got 20 minutes to talk and give, they don't do any of that. We aren't really getting a viewing experience. And then on top of that, you're slammed with nonstop gambling ads across your face at everything, on the screen, on this. All the NBA has turned into is see how much stuff we can throw at your face, how many commercials, how many gambling ads. Oh, and we're going to blow the whistle constantly to try to set to try to get them in line. Yet they still don't call the flopping rule that they implemented last year almost at all. I'm tired of seeing guys like, you know what I want to see a rule, TGK? Here's what I want to see a rule of. When a guy does this for a foul call, I want him called for a foul. I want every time you ask for a foul call, I want you to get a foul call back. You want to solve the flopping problems and the foul call problems? Penalize guys that keep asking for it, because that goes for Luka, that goes for any Mavs player, that goes for every player. LeBron James, Derek Lively when he got that foul, which I agree was bullshit, but he's stomping and the Rockets guys actually making fun of him. Like, I'm tired of watching a bunch of children throwing fits on the basketball court because they're getting calls nonstop on them. I just want to watch a bunch of extremely good, top in the world athletes show who's better than the other guy. I'm tired of I was going to buy it, but I forgot to. I was going to buy a referee jersey.
Oh, referee.
Like, I think I'm switching. I'm going to, I named the title of this NBA players versus NBA referees. Like, should I switch to the team ref? It's like, should I be like, yeah, got him again, ref. Let's go.
Yeah.
Woo!
Caught him for his 4th one in a quarter. Great job, Bill Kennedy.
Screw you, Luka. 4 fouls in 2 quarters.
Tony Brothers couldn't fit in your shoes, you know. But yeah, let's pivot to the foul calls of the NBA season. Let me see. Can I? You know what? I'll use GoldenEye. You know.
Oh, great heavens!
All right, let's use the GoldenEye theme here. I want to break some stuff down to y'all. All right, in TGK's cadence. I cannot be Sticks. That's why this works, Sticks. You have your own vibe. I got my own vibe, but we vibe. All right. So, does anybody want to take a jab or a guess at, you know, who gets the least amount of foul calls called on them? What team in the NBA gets the least amount of foul calls on them? Anybody want to guess in the comments? Don't cheat. Don't go to ChatGPT or Google. I want to see a couple of guesses. Who gets the least amount of foul calls in the NBA? Let's see. I mean, we are in ultra low latency, so you know I should be able to get a couple answers.
Nobody's
Edison
playing along
says,
with your game.
all right, I know, right? No one wants to play along. Frank says Detroit. Let me see. Detroit. Nope. Detroit ranks 11th in the least amount of foul calls. Okay. Detroit's 11th. It's been the Lakers for a while, right? Oh, let me see. The Lakers are 5th. Good guess. 5th, though.
Wait, where are you seeing that?
Don't worry. You want to play along too? I sent you the link. What? Dubs. TMP says Lakers are dubs. All right. The Lakers are 5th in the least amount of foul calls called on them. The Warriors are 23rd. They actually get quite a bit of foul calls called on them. The Trailblazers. Let's see. Trailblazers. Nope. Trailblazers are 13th in the NBA. All right, I got enough guesses. I'm satiated. Celtics.
No, where are you
Nuggets.
seeing people answering is what I'm asking you, because I'm not seeing them say something. I need to know if my stuff broke again on the chat.
Oh, yeah, it broke because I'm on my studio live stream looking at the comments.
God dang it.
Okay. All right.
I didn't mean like where do you get in the rankings? I knew where you were getting the rankings, you dumb butt. Jeez.
Chat, did he clearly communicate that his chat was down? No, he didn't. Right?
I said, where are you getting this from? And you said, I sent you the link. I mean, like, where are you getting these answers?
You didn't say answers. You didn't say nothing. You said, where are you getting this from?
I got them now.
It could have been stats. It could have been comments. Yeah, y'all get on the sticks over here, man. You know,
it's so awful that if somebody wanted to arrest him for being awful, I would accept it.
MVP Luka special. He said, "Oh, you mean team?"
Yeah, team.
You the least? Are we still on the least fouled? And this man said Dallas Mavericks.
So check this out, ladies and gentlemen. This is gonna add fuel to the fire, to the whole narrative of the NBA trying to favor teams here. The number one team with the least amount of foul calls, the New York Knicks. I
want to clarify because I can't put this up because I didn't have it on mine when it popped. Jared said it's been the Lakers for a while, right? No, not actually. The difference, and I had this argument with a guy earlier on X. The Lakers don't necessarily get a lot less foul calls. Now they do. They're actually, where are they on the ranking? They're pretty. They're fifth. They're fifth.
They're the least.
The difference with the Lakers, though, is that they get the differential. So,
wait for it. I got two.
I know, but that's why I want to clarify that it's not the Lakers. Yeah, it's the differential for the Lakers.
Yeah, I got you. Richard said, "Poor man, God, good help is really hard to find." No, it's we're all playing around here. Hey, Digital Martial Arts says, Wizards, Hornets. No, it's the Knicks. Knicks are number one. So let me tell y'all who's number one. Number one is New York. Number two, oddly enough, is Chicago. Number three is San Antonio. You can probably assume why. They want Wemby to be successful. Boston is number 4, ladies and gentlemen. And that's probably because they play good defense. You got to give them that. The Lakers are 5th, least. These are the least foul teams. I'm going to give you all the top 10. Miami is 6th. Utah is 7th. Makes no sense. New Orleans is 8th. Denver is 9th. And Oklahoma City is 10th. So by judging by
San
this,
Antonio again.
Huh?
Say San Antonio again.
When? I said Utah, New Orleans, Denver, Oklahoma City. Did I say San Antonio?
Yeah, no, I wanted to hear you say it again.
Oh, San Antonio.
Yeah, I just wanted to point
San
that he only has
Antonio.
he's like my wife. He gets an accent on certain words only, and then the rest of them don't have an accent anymore.
Well, how am I supposed to say San Antonio? You know,
It's the same argument of my wife. Like when I say
San
taco, it's
Antonio.
taco. It's taco because it's a normal
It's
American
tacos.
accent. And then it's
Tacos.
tacos, and it's like, but you don't do that with. You don't go Boston. Like you don't go. You didn't go Utah. You didn't go. You know. Yeah. You like you didn't accent every. You didn't use your Mexican accent on everything else.
you know, we went to Taco Cabana the other day, and I was like,
See, you didn't even say the Taco
Tacos,
Cabana.
you know?
You said it all normal.
yeah, because that's Taco Cabana. It's not tacos. You know what I'm saying? Not taqueria. You know what I'm saying? Like, anyway,
Frank said the white states.
oh man, that's hilarious. All right, so yeah, so
Sorry, I had to do
Oklahoma
it.
City, Denver, Miami, Lakers, Boston, San Antonio. Yeah, those are the least fouled called teams. You want to know who's worse? Brooklyn Nets. They averaged 27.7 foul calls against them. Toronto's 29th with 26. Philadelphia, oddly enough, 28th with 26. Indiana, 27th with 24. Charlotte and Memphis are kind of tied for 25th and 26th. And then the Dallas Mavericks are averaging 24 foul calls a game. So the Mavericks are what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're bottom 7. No, top 7 in the most foul called team in the NBA. Now let me flip it. This is the team that gets the most free throw attempts per game. Let's bring back Golden up here. Can y'all tell me in the chat which team is averaging the most free throws per game this season thus far? Let me know. Let me know. This one team is, I can't believe number 1 is actually number 1. But let's see what y'all think. Oh, Frank says the Lakers. But they are top 3. The Lakers are top 3. They have 30 free throws attempted per game. 30.
Bucks.
That,
We got Suns.
30. Oh, Bucks are 7th with 27.4. Phoenix is 8th with 27.2. Good guesses,
Boston.
y'all. Good guesses. Boston is, where the hell is Boston? Boston is actually 15th with 25.
We got OKC.
15.
They're just going through all the teams now. Just say who it is. They're literally just
All
naming
right,
every team they
all right. The Philadelphia 76ers are first with 34.8 free throws.
That's without Embiid flopping around getting foul calls.
And that's without Embiid. Like, the refs are conditioned to give the 76ers free throws. Atlanta, and that's probably because Maxey, he driving all the time. Atlanta
No
is second
Embiid?
with 30.
Oh, God.
You know
Imagine
what's
with
funny?
Embiid.
On the road, Philadelphia is averaging 42 free throws per game. On the road.
On the
Can you
road,
believe that?
42 free
On
throws
the
a
road,
game.
42 free throws a game on the road. And then Atlanta
What is? Hold on.
averaging
Do we have
31.3.
Do we have their offensive scoring?
No, I just pulled up just free throw attempts.
Here, I'll do that. You keep going through your sets. Let me get that because that's going to be even worse to look that up.
No, I got it right here. Philadelphia is averaging 107.2 points per game. And it shows they're averaging 31.8 free throws, but I got 30.
So 102 points a game is what you did. You just say 102 per game, and 31 free throw average?
Yep.
Yeah, so a third of their
Again,
points, almost a third of their
100
points are free throws. That's
Yeah.
quality basketball. Quality.
Atlanta Hawks 117, so that kind of levels it out. The Lakers averaging 118 points per game and 30 free throws. The Mavericks, ladies and gentlemen, the Mavericks are averaging 19 free throws, and they're averaging 110 points per game. We are 26th in free throws attempted. 19.2. 19.2 for the Dallas Mavericks. That is horrible considering you got Luka Doncic, Kyrie Irving. You got these big centers that always go into the rim. That's 19. Jaden Hardy can't get a foul call. Like, that's interesting. That's very interesting. And if y'all liked all the research we've done, if y'all mind dropping a like on the video, man, it goes a long way. You already know, man.
Yeah. Well, we got everybody in here too. Before we go, we're getting pretty close to doing our members only chat. If you'd like to become a member of the channel, especially if you're over there on X watching us, or if any of you guys are in the YouTube channel, we do have our Midnight Mavness Luka Lounge section, where we spend the last 30, 45 minutes of the show, chatting with people that are actually investing in what we're doing here. So we also work with you guys in Discord. Like if you're a member and you're in Discord, and we're having members only sections, talking to people, asking feedback. So we do want to make this kind of like, hey, what do you think of what we're doing? But, obviously we're going to provide that to people that are financially supporting what we're doing here. So we do have the join link nice and easy in the description. If you're on an iPhone, you don't have to go through all the hoops. You can just click the link. It'll take you there. Android, it's easy to do. It is $4.99 just to support us, $9.99 to get your own voice sound if you're in the chat. And if you want us to make you a graphic or a video every time, it's limited video. But if you want anything special when you come on and you make a comment, we have a $19.99 where we'll do that. Some point during the year, we're going to start doing giveaways for members only as well. We haven't got to that yet, trying to get everything else rolling with all the updates. But for everybody that does subscribe to us, and we appreciate for everybody that is a member, thank you very much. This is not this is fun, but we are taking this very serious, and we are trying to grow the show. And obviously, the financial support helps us grow the show, allows us to buy better stuff. Yeah. Maybe get this man Starlink one day, so I don't have to worry about his blurry camera on his T-Mobile Wi-Fi. Things like that. Yeah. So, but we appreciate
Look at that. An hour and 5 minutes of content before we got somewhat of an ad for y'all. Like, who doing that? Who doing that these days?
We're doing it live.
We're doing it live. It goes a long way, man.
No, ain't no party like a Diddy party.
But yeah, man, let's go ahead and let's start a different party. Let's start the Luka Lounge.
All right. You want to say bye to everybody first, since let's clarify this one more time. We're gonna actually say bye to everybody in case you don't stay in for Luka Lounge. You can watch, but you won't be able to get on, and we're gonna limit the chat to members only at that point. So, but we are gonna do an outro real quick so that we can cut the video when we let people replay for the non-Luka Lounge section. So we're gonna play an outro. If you want to stick around, feel free to stick around and watch. Like I said, we won't let you chat though, but we're going to hit an outro, let that end so I have a cut point, and then we're going to switch over to the Luka Lounge section, and we will continue the show. So on that note, for anybody that's not going to continue around, we appreciate you, and y'all have a good night. Anything for you before I kill it?
Nope.
All right.
We're going to play against the Magic tomorrow, so check us out on that pregame show. And then Monday night against the Pacers, a very late night pregame show, but yeah.
And we're working on post-game shows now, so we should be doing some post-game shows too, not just pre-game
The vent
anymore.
session. We got the vent session, man.
Yeah, the vent session.
Yes, sir.
All right.
The vent
Appreciate
session.
you guys. Yeah, the camera's a little messed up on this. So that's what I was testing with earlier. Okay. So, and then my camera messed up. So anyway, yeah, I haven't refixed it. I hadn't had time to.
What are you doing,
so.
Sticks?